Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, Efka, and sadly, I've lost all my Ds. Thankfully, I have a lot of excellent players with me tonight who brought all their Ds with them. The delightful Delane.
Hi.
The dangerous Dema.
Hi.
The dubious DePaul.
I knew that was going to sound weird.
And Dross. Oh, no, that really is too far. I'm sorry.
Look at how upset. He's really upset now.
He's
Drat.
really upset. You worked in a D there.
Came with a 3D.
Free. I see what you did there. 3D, of course.
3D.
I'll be
we
here
in
all
3D?
week, folks.
I mean, you're in 3D to
I'm in
me,
3D?
yeah.
Okay,
Everyone
good.
else isn't.
All right. Well, there we go. It's one more D than we need for the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I think I just said 3D.
What was,
That's
what was
the
the game?
Dungeons.
What was the game that said it was in 4D?
I don't know.
No,
I don't remember.
we played a game and it said on the box it was in 4D, and I was like,
What?
really?
Is that like some scratch and sniff thing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, some water shoots out from it at some point.
Well, why don't we very quickly, immediately, right now,
what?
jump into what happened last week on Dungeons and Dragons. So, our companions were on the way to Garland Villa, a place where they believe is the nexus of the crime that was committed in Trollskull Alley. The crime being the fireball that exploded and killed a lot of people, and they've been investigating for a long time, and all the loose ties led them to that place. And of course, being brave companions, they decided to infiltrate Garland Villa and find whatever clues they could. It started well because they managed to create a diversion and climb over the fence eventually, where they sadly made too much noise jumping down, specifically Marche, and alerted the presence of three strange shade-like creatures that attacked them immediately. During this moment, after being swiped and drained by one of them, Gina let her frustrations out through a thunderous blast that reverberated throughout the entire neighborhood, which means
It didn't happen.
It did happen, and also injured Marche.
No, that definitely didn't happen.
That definitely did happen, and the consequences of that is what we're going to be exploring today.
We should
Well, there
mention...
won't be any.
I mean, that's generally how it works, right? There are no consequences; everything's fine. And
any
There was an
actions.
axe moment as well.
there was an axe moment. Yeah, there was a cool axe moment where Rogan's axe started glowing again, and
That was cool.
Then
And-
it stopped.
and immediately stopped. But it did dispatch one of the shades, so that was a moment.
Sorry, Elaine, I spoke over you. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that we should mention that there will be a very short pause again this week because we can't keep track of the chat very well.
But we want to
as we're
interact
going
with
along.
you, with
Right.
those watching live on Twitch.
Right, exactly. So we will have a very short pause, and one of us will remain to answer any of the questions that you have in chat, or if you've got any comments or
No,
anything you want to
it's fine.
say.
Pause
What?
with Paul. That's why it's currently titled.
Oh right, okay. It's not a secret. No.
When we say one of us, it's Paul.
Yeah,
I didn't know why
It's
it would
Paul
be a secret.
pause.
I was going to do a big reveal. I was going to let Paul go. It's me, and then you
Still
will
you still can, Paul.
It's me. We'll just edit that into the VOD.
Okay.
Do some effects and,
Yeah.
Okay, shall we, without any further delay, get
Delay.
into tonight's...
Funny.
Thanks, starting to go wrong already, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we, without any further delay, get into the adventure? So before anything happens, I am going to make one dice roll, and I'm not going to tell you why, and I'm not
The
going to tell you the
Thunderwave die roll.
result of this die roll, but I am telling you
What kind of dice is it?
What kind of dice it is? That's
A
a good question.
polyhedral.
That dice is a d6,
Oh, okay.
and
Well, I'm going to make a D6 roll too.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
so am
too.
I.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll
I
do the
mean,
same. Yeah.
you go ahead
Ooh.
and enjoy yourself.
I got a 5.
I got a
Two.
5.
I got a 4.
Twinsies.
But I am going to tell you that the result of that dice roll that you made does not matter, and the
know.
result of the dice roll I made
Rude.
does
No,
matter.
maybe
And-
it does. Maybe
Huh?
it's a marche. Maybe like it's a player character
I mean,
thing
sure.
that we're all
Yeah,
going to do
maybe
now.
it is.
You do what you like, right? You do what you
Yeah,
like.
you do what you like, Elaine. Don't listen to him.
So let me paint the picture. Let me set the scene, right? It's night. It's darkness. You're in the grounds of nobility. Somewhere where you're not supposed to be. And you know that something in this villa has gone wrong. You don't know what it is, but you've just been beset by supernatural forces.
Yep.
Some of you are injured. Some of you are feeling frustrated, distraught, and in
Distressed.
danger. And stressed. And of course, there is that large thundering blast that just happened. And for a brief moment, the
Boom.
entire neighborhood, the revelers of Dragon Down, have gone silent. And then sound resumed. And from now on, I will say that whatever you want to do today has going to be in rounds.
Okay.
So I will ask you to roll some initiative
Right now.
right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah, not great.
I will ask you to tell me your initiative values. So we will now be continuing onwards, basically in turns. Whatever you want to do, you can still do. This isn't combat. It's just that everything's happening in rounds.
Hey, one thing that we didn't do actually is we didn't do our micro character introductions. I don't know if that was something that we were still doing because we did it like once or twice.
That's true. I think it's a good idea to briefly reintroduce our characters, very, very briefly.
Would you like to start, Ross?
How about we do it in initiative order?
I got
Hey,
9.
that's a great
then.
idea.
I've got 8.
I've
Wow.
got 7.
Wow.
5.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you
God.
broke the chain.
Have you all just made this up and deliberately went lower than Paul?
Nope. Nope. I rolled my die and it was tired. It was tired and I got a bad result. Well, if I'm 9 and if I'm the highest, I'm playing Aris the Rogue, who's currently up on a balcony. So hopefully out of trouble. You know, this is probably fine, right? Like, what's the
This-
worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Unless you
I'll
find a
answer that
cat.
for you. Well, you know,
Got any chips on you?
I might let me check my character sheet inventory. I've got a healing potion. That's basically like a packet of
Sure.
chips.
Yeah.
I
Ross?
guess it's me. It's me now, isn't it? Yeah. So
It's
I
Ross,
play.
yeah.
I'm Ross. I play a character called Rogan Morbash, who talks pretty stupidly like that. And they are a half orc fighter, a bit of an idiot, if we're honest. Has kind of, thinks they're grander than they are, but they're kind of coming to terms with their place in the world and also enjoying being a part of something more than just themselves.
Oh,
Emma?
it's character growth.
No, I have 5.
Oh, you
so-
have 5. Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me,
Yeah.
Elaine. I play Marche Docum, who is an artificer who also has a silly voice, an incredibly posh voice. And yeah, that's me. I'm currently slightly injured because of Gina's attack on me. Let's say that. But we're still friends, I hope. Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma. I play Gina. Gina is a pirate bard halfling who doesn't like people in power and doesn't like spooky people stabbing her through her chest. So she gets quite anxious about that. And then she resorts to her panic move, which is a thunder wave.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you're on the water, you can just push stuff away. And
Yeah.
because I'm small, it's like, go away. And then I will
think-
giggle out of nerves.
This is relatable content. We've all been in a situation where a shade has come at us and we've had to use some form of a spell,
That's true.
depending
Yeah.
upon,
Yeah,
you know,
I
where,
very
you
much
know,
relate
it's
to
different.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
times.
every week on the Tuesday,
Ugh.
3 p.m.
After your postal order comes through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shade Tuesdays, they call them.
Okay, so
After light Mondays.
Elaine,
Yes.
if you were to bring up the map,
If I were Elaine, I would bring up the map.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can sort of see things in the distance. We'll zoom in a little bit closer when appropriate. But for now, Aris, you can see that you are right on top of a balcony. Rogan's miniature is missing. Could we push Rogan just a little bit further so we could see? There we go. Rogan's
Hello.
there in a corner, just hanging out. There we go. Okay.
So
See
this
my
is
toe. You can see my toe.
this
Yeah.
is Aris here.
This is Aris right here. Aris, you're on a balcony, so you're on a different level than everyone else.
Yeah.
You're not actually in a bush. You're above that bush, right? What do you want to do? You have a door behind you, and you can hear, like through that door, you can see lights, because there isn't really a window on the door. It's just a wooden door, right? But it's sort of got some like cracks and little gaps, and you can see light coming through it. But also importantly, you can hear the sounds of battle inside.
Ooh.
So it's not like, and you've been aware of this for some time. You've just been more focused on what's been happening below
Down
with
below,
your friends.
yeah.
But in the back of your head, like something's not right in this villa, and I can hear it.
So when we say the sounds of battle, like people who might be fighting one another inside?
Yes, people who might be fighting one another inside.
Isn't that
and
the definition of battle?
I guess it's not what I was expecting.
I'll just
You know,
Google it. Let me just look on dictionary.com.
Yeah.
Ross is particularly sassy today. It's something new in his diet, or it's his scratchy sweater. I don't know. Yeah.
Hostile encounter or engagement between opposing military forces, Paul.
Oh, you really did.
Thanks.
Really did. look
Thanks,
it up.
Ross.
There you go. You're welcome. Carry on.
I guess a battle is strictly military, whereas if it's a fight, that's less. I don't know. So it must be armies inside. Look, the point is, I'm surprised because like if it was the noise of people running to the door to be like, "Oh, what's that?" because they've heard us
That was a
outside.
good
Yeah.
voice.
No, so
That's a guard voice.
it's fairly faint, but you can definitely. So it's not
Who's that?
like immediately behind the door, but you can distinguish the sounds of like the clash of steel, or a big thunk of a shield or something like that, right?
That's interesting. My first priority is like the safety of my companions. So like
Aw.
this gets filed away in the back of my brain for like something's happening in the house. But am I right that we still have what is the status of the shades? Because I remember like
So
They-
they,
kind of
Two
insubstantial, but-
shadows.
yeah,
I think they were all gone, right?
they just they vanished as they got
They
blasted.
spirited themselves
Great.
away.
Yeah.
and we've still got a.
I mean, or as far as you can tell, they vanished. It's quite dark, and there is no illumination in that yard, right?
Rogan has dark vision. Rogan
Okay,
can see
that-
60 foot in the dark.
That's important. Rogan, you can tell that these shades have not entirely vanished, and they actually left remains behind, and they look like one of them is the remains of a sort of a human being, but fairly decomposed.
Oh.
Can you give me a perception check now?
I can try.
That's weird.
Can I just ask where Ross does that? They're around here, right? Somewhere. That's
they
where
were
we
like-
left them. Sorry, I don't know where they are now, but that's kind of where we left them.
I pushed them
rolled-
away 10 feet from me,
Right.
the one that
Yeah,
was
that-
next to
Okay.
me and you. So that's the only two.
I rolled a natural 20. So
Okay, right. Okay, so
I can see. I can really see in the dark. I'm really
Yeah.
good at it.
Right, let me tell you some more detail of what you can actually see. So you can see that there is a strongly decomposed body of a human male with like a pretty deep state of decomposition, right? It's not
Blech.
something that's just died. It's been dead for some time.
Kind of gross. Okay.
And you also see, in a similar sort of decaying state, the corpses of 2 dogs as well.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. We were
and
fighting dead dogs.
Yeah, they look pretty vicious as well. They look like they were like really,
Oh, they just need someone to
teethy,
love
angry
them.
dogs. Maybe, I don't know.
Just needed a scratch under the chin.
Yeah, and a biscuit.
I mean, not every owner treats their dogs equally.
Oh,
do they?
I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Anyway, they're dead now. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Okay, so I've seen all of this.
I mean, Ross, I'm just running an adventure from a book. What's your excuse?
I'm just getting in character.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay, so Rogan can see all of these decomposed figures on the floor.
Yeah.
So I guess like how long after the axe glowed, did the slash, all of them dissipated? How long is this now after that? I guess it's like
This is instant.
after?
This is immediate moments. In fact, we're not quite. We sort of skipped ahead. We are going to go in turns. So if Aris wants to do something now, he can do something now, and then you next immediately.
Yeah, sure.
Well, am I correct that we still have a grappling hook sort of hooked over the balcony that I put up there with a rope dangling down?
Was that over the balcony or was that over the fence? Or did you do the balcony as well? I can't
The
remember
rope
now.
was.
That's a very good point that grappling hooked us over the wall.
But how did you get up on the balcony then?
I think I was just a climby fellow because Garrus is extremely good at that. Oh, I should have got can anyone grab the grappling hook, or is everyone comfortable sort of coming up here? Because folks, I want to lean over and say there is something happening inside, and we should probably.
You saw how we
check
got
it
over
out.
the wall.
Here's the thing, Aris. So the balcony isn't as high as the fence, right? And it's significantly easier to climb. And also, you can just be there and stretch out your hand and help whoever is struggling. You can choose to help one person basically if you want.
Yeah, I will try and suggest everybody come up and we make what might be a less expected entrance through the first floor, or as they would say in North America, the second floor, which is wrong because it's the first floor. And now we've settled that discussion. We never need to have it again. Thank heavens.
As someone who lives in England, I have to say that the ground floor, first floor concept doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
What do you call it?
Well,
Europeans.
Okay, so in Lithuania it's the first floor, second floor, third floor,
right.
because
So
we are on the first floor.
You're on the side of North America.
No, I'm on the side of maths and reason.
Well, we're on the ground, Efka. We're on the ground. Apart from Paul, I think he's a bit higher.
Yeah,
but
and
we're
the
on
ground
right now.
And the ground is the first floor.
Ground is the ground.
Can we move on?
Yes.
Can we
please.
move up the balcony? I don't know. That's what I'd like to do, is suggest we enter this way and sort of reach down to help people.
Okay, fantastic. So that's Paul. Next is Rogan.
Okay, Rogan has been shook a little bit by what's gone on. Basically, he knew there was something about the axe because the dragon wanted it. And why did the dragon think that this axe was so special? If you didn't catch that episode, we met a dragon, and the dragon was like, "Let me have your axe."
Yeah.
And we didn't want to give the dragon the axe because we realized it must be really good. So we didn't give it away. But now it's glown and cut some shadows in half.
And talk to you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or you think.
what Rogan's gonna say for a start is he's going to communicate what he's seen. So he's going to tell everyone, "I can see the shadows, and they're not actually shadows. They're like weird decomposed person and some animals."
Don't like it.
I mean, I don't know if we have time, Marche, but maybe you'd want to check it out. There's obviously something strange going on.
Scoop.
Scoop.
Don't scoop up
I'm
the
not
dead dogs.
No.
It'll have to be a dead dog. But anyway,
yeah,
that's
no.
basically what I would be communicating.
Yeah, so talking's free. That's like a small amount of talking is a free action. But,
talking's free.
A small
Thanks, Afka.
amount.
Thanks, GM.
well,
Talking's
I am
free.
here for the rules.
But I will be making my way downtown
Walking
towards.
Where all the lights are bright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you mean
exactly.
uptown?
I'm walking towards Paul,
Okay.
and I'll be because like looking around.
Faces pass.
Yeah, basically, and I'm homebound. I'm not. I'm going into a Garland villa, and it appears to be safe at the minute. So I'm going to go and head up to see what Aris has seen because we don't know what Aris has seen. Aris has basically just
Right.
gestured us over.
Right.
But no idea what's going on though. I don't know if it's urgent that we get up there or it's just like he's just gesturing. So I'm gonna kind of look at the other two.
Elaine,
Everything seems okay.
could you move Rogan directly towards Aris, please?
And then I'm gonna go to go up there onto the balcony.
Could you give me an athletics check? And also, here's a question: Do you want Aris's help, or are you gonna try and clamber up on your own?
I may as well. I'm not bothered if someone gives me a hand. Just if Aris wants to help, I'll take a hand.
For this round, you can only help one person.
I'll try on my own then. Give it a go.
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
Give me an athletics check, please.
All right. I rolled a 1. So
So
maybe the energy went into the axe or something. Something's not quite. All right.
There's this strange stillness of the night. Leaves rustle, and sounds are sort of fading in the distance, and you feel quite eerie. You're quite strong and quite confident, but because of just what you've seen just now, there was, as you jumped, there was a gust of wind, and it really spooked you. And for a brief moment, you lost control and realized you're down on the floor. And
Sweet.
Freaked me out.
just very, very slight bump. Can you take 1 hupper of damage, please?
Hupper.
1 hupper.
HP source of damage.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bit less sauce that you have now.
Yeah. You're also prone, for all that matters right now.
Okay.
Elaine, you could even tilt Rogan prone, please. Look at him. So prone.
Taking a nap.
Next up in
Let's put him
initiative
out that way.
order
Then you
is
can
Marche.
Oh, crumbs. I don't think I want to go and check out these ghosty dogs.
Okay.
I don't think I want to do that. That sounds sad, and I don't want to be sad. So I'm just going to try and climb up on the balcony also.
Okay.
And you said it's fairly easy. Like what? Is it? How tall is it? Do I need to sort of? Can I use pitons or?
Okay,
Or is
so-
it just a jump?
So this is more like a climb and less like a
Climb.
jump. There is imagine a fairly tall ceiling, right? Like
Right.
of a ground floor,
Okay.
right? Like it about the same as like our house. So you would need to reach out to reach the ceiling of wherever you live. So it's about that. It's about that much of climb.
There's like a bush, so you can. Like,
Yeah,
sort of
exactly. And,
okay.
and the walls made out of large stone
Okay, so maybe
bricks.
some hand.
Yeah. There's places where to put your hands and
We're pros, right?
mean,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Just watch out for the wind.
yeah.
watch out for the wind. Noted. I'm just gonna try.
go for it.
8.
8 is I mean you're clambering. You're sort of entering this comical pose of trying to climb, clearly slipping, not quite climbing. It's that like I'm trying to climb but I'm not doing anything to climb. It's that. You're doing that for a while. And Gina, it's your turn.
Sweet.
So I am still in shock.
Yes.
Because
Because you're shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I waved to the people on me that was like, be gone. So I don't know if I heard Paul Eris do his I don't fight inside comment or wave. I don't think I watched the others, was like in my own space. So I will want to do like a perception, like try to like, okay, what happened? What's going on? What did I miss in the last couple seconds, minutes?
So if you want to do a perception check to see whether like you're aware, that's totally cool. You can do that. Yeah. As part of a kind of a more playing your character.
Yeah.
Giant dice. Good
Giant
thud.
dice. It was a really big die.
Wow.
Was it a really big number though? That's
Look, this is the comparison.
I mean, that's chunky.
was
is
it
really
13?
chunky. No, I'm trying
Okay.
to look up the
Okay.
It's
Chunky boy.
11.
Oh.
11. I mean, you're shocked, but I would say that even with like 11, you know, that roll represents you sort of going, no, wait, stop, you know, regain composure.
Regroup. Yeah.
You know, I can see Ares is waving, and then you sort of tune in and go, okay, he's saying there's something going on, there's some fighting. What you do with that, you know, and he's calling people over to climb upstairs. What you do with that is up to you.
Well, Gina had not the best luck of climbing earlier over the wall.
No, but this is again significantly lower.
No, but still, she's
No, of course.
fairly pissed about that.
Aris is offering help. A helping hand. Literally a helping hand.
Marche didn't climb up yet, right? Or-
No. I dithered about being injured.
I mean, you saw Marche trying to climb, but not very successfully.
Well, I'll try, and I'll accept help.
Okay.
Hey.
Could you move Gina's miniature up to the balcony,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Do you need me to roll anything?
Yes, an athletics check, please. And you have advantage because
Aris is helping.
you're taking Aris's hand.
Then
Aw.
it's a 12.
That's fine. You grab Aris's hand, you leap up, and whooped, you're up there on the balcony with him.
I'm gonna sit in a corner and hold my knees and continue waiting for the others.
Okay. Aris, it's back to you. You can continue helping the others if you like, or do something else.
I think you might
I-
need it.
I will, looking at how there is a pile of half orc in a bush. It might be helpful. And like in fairness, he's wearing all sorts of armor and things like this, and climbing is more difficult when you're absolutely covered in stuff. So no, my first priority is trying to get everyone up on the balcony where I think we'll be a bit less visible. Gina might have a few moments to decompress as well after just having a not very pleasant encounter, and we can, if there is
Little
something going
space.
on, yeah, that's valid. There's something going on inside, and people are having a dictionary definition battle. They can work that out among themselves for a moment, and they probably won't need us. It's just a way we can get like 30, 60 seconds to all get together, take our breath, and also see if anyone is horribly injured, which hopefully nobody is. So yes, I will be definitely hefting whoever would like a heft.
Ooh.
Rogan, it's you next.
I'll try and climb again on my own.
Get hefted, Rogan.
I'm gonna try and heft myself.
That sounded rude.
All right. It's perfectly
Like an
it's-
insult.
I'm just gonna let all of that glide by me on the wind. I'm not
there's
gonna listen to
nothing-
it.
There's nothing wrong with it, Ross. There's
Just
nothing
whispers
wrong
on
with
the
getting
just
hefted.
whispers on the wind.
Hashtag get hefted.
That is that is a 6. Not feeling particularly hefty today, I don't think.
No.
Oh.
Let me help.
Well, I will do next time, but you can help Marche now.
Let me
Yeah.
give you some heft help.
Please may I have some heft help?
Of course, here we go. It shouldn't be difficult. Marche is also
Marche, you have
fairly like,
advantage on this
spry.
roll.
I'm quite lithe. That's a 19.
Hey, you leap up as well, right?
You didn't need my help.
Yeah. And Gina?
Oh no, I did. I really did because I rolled a 4 on the other dice, so I really did.
No one
need
ever
your
needs to know.
Gina, it's your turn now.
I see Marche come up, right?
help. Yeah, there's me.
Yeah.
Hi! I will stand up and listen at the door to hear if I hear more of the fighting, or
So
can determine where it's exactly. Is it in the room behind the door, or is it further away?
Give me a perception check.
That's better. Perception. That's a 21.
Oh hey, okay. So
Oh, hey.
you
Oh,
hey.
as you're listening, right? As you're listening, as you're leaning your ear up against the wooden door, you sort of like, because you're like pressed against the door like that, you look at it through like a different angle that you've been looking before, and you realize there's actually like in one of the wooden, like sort of panels of the door, you see a crack where you can sort of see things through as well. It's not just hearing. You have some
Superb.
vision of a very large room, and I will give you the
peep.
description of this room in just a brief moment.
Ooh.
So this room that you're seeing, right, this really large room, seems to be a bedroom. There's a locked wooden trunk that rests at the foot
How
of a
does she know it's
large
locked?
canopied bed. You
Got
can
really
see a
good vision.
massive lock
Oh,
on
okay,
it,
I
right?
see.
I mean, this is a 21, so Gina can observe the room
I
quite well.
see.
There's a big, like, large trunk, right? Like, and it's right by the foot of a canopied bed, in a
fancy.
corner, like in the corner further away from you. There's also a bathtub. Like, who has a bathtub in a bedroom?
A
That doesn't
fancy
make any
person
sense. Yeah,
has a bathtub.
I know, right? And there's a mirror, like
or
a
a bed
freestanding
sit.
mirror, like a really large, fancy mirror. And you also see some sort of a, like, whether it's a crest
Ooh.
or something. You're not entirely sure. Like a big kind of, shield, or like hanging above a fireplace. And some
Oh, wow, a
logs
fireplace
next
as
to it.
well.
There's a mahogany wardrobe that you spot. Oh, and there's two people.
Wow.
This is a tooled out.
There's two
nice.
people.
So the people you notice
Okay.
is there's a woman who's wearing a breastplate and is armed with a rapier. She seems to be standing facing away from you, looking onto an open door that, like, your vision just blocks out that door. You can see the door is open and it's quite a large door, but what's behind that door is not, like, immediately evident. So she looks sort of poised for battle, but she's not fighting anyone. She's just sort of standing with a rapier in her hands and ready to, like, almost intercept someone, right? And she looks like she's intently watching.
There's this guy like this big of a mosquito here. Sorry.
Do you want Bessie to come over and eat it?
Yes,
She's pretty
please,
good
yeah.
at doing that. Mm.
And there's another person as well, and that person is a half orc. Looks sort of like a tougher, meaner version of Rogan.
Hey,
That's easy.
Right?
I'm lying on my back in a bush at the minute, but still.
He also looks like in the same pose, poised for battle and ready to intercept anything that comes through that door. But he is in front of this woman, and almost like has this sort of guarding stance, if that makes sense. And
So
that's,
he also has his back to the door.
yeah, no, he's looking at it. He's got his back to the
No,
door
to
where you are.
to
Yeah.
the- yeah, so they're both. If I would go through the door, they would not necessarily notice.
I mean, if you're very
Please
quiet
don't
and
follow
very
my
sneaky.
head, mosquito. That's so weird. Can I still do something or?
Yeah, I mean, so that was you just looking.
Yeah.
So that's sort of fine. Yeah, you can still do something.
That was
Yes.
perception, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I would love if this mosquito calms down and not freaks out.
Perhaps you can thunderwave it.
Like if you sit still, I could move my camera. You could see how big it is. Like
I don't want to, and Emma.
Wow, this big.
Oh, kind of. No, I wanna
Like a cat.
almost
Feed it some chips.
like
Is
Bessie
it about the
shape.
size of those bugs that were trying to eat my face in like the
Yeah,
first
exactly.
episode?
Yeah.
Like the grape. No, not grape.
Are you sure it's
I
not
wanna-
just the daddy long legs?
Probably, I don't know, but I wanna like motion to like is Aris is not helping someone up right now, right?
I mean, he just helped Marche up. So Marche.
Okay, so I'll
sort of,
whisper to Marche like there's two people there. I wanna sneak in, or should we wait until Rogan is up?
I mean, it's up
Well.
to you. It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Go in if you like.
Okay.
Or we could wait. But if you go in, they might all notice us, and then we won't have a chance to help Rogan up.
Okay, I will wait then.
Or go ahead, whatever. I don't care. Let's have some fun.
No, I already did a thunder wave. I'll wait for one more second. I will
Okay.
keep my eye through the door to see if something changes. then.
That's a good idea. Okay. Next is Aris.
I feel like, well, Gina is immediately like peeking through the door, and has clearly seen something that's interesting. I feel like Aris wants to do the same, but also, can I
Of
pick up?
course he does. Someone's peeking through a door. It's like, hey, that's my job. I'm the one who looks
It's-
through doors.
I went to rogue school to do door peeping, and it's useful. You know, lock picking, door peeping. It's all helpful. Look, it is. This
I can
is
confirm there
important
is no
skills.
such thing as rogue school, or if there is, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Door peeping. That doesn't sound good.
No, it
That's
doesn't
not what I
actually,
meant.
does it? But what else can I hear?
So you can still hear the sounds of battle, right? You
But
can hear the
distant.
Yeah, distant
somewhere else in the
inside.
building.
Yeah, somewhere else in the building. You can hear the stillness of the night. You can't hear much else.
Is there another building story above us?
No,
So we're on the top floor as well.
you are.
Is there any window on this balcony?
No, there isn't.
So it's just the door as a way to get in. I would like to, without opening it, just test the door to make sure the door can be opened.
Okay.
And if it can't, I'd like to get to work on solving that problem, which is a problem I'm familiar with solving.
Give me a stealth check.
Considerably better. That's an 18.
Okay, so you test. You put like your very precise, your very fine fingers onto this handle, and like just by moving it around, you can tell what kind of lock it is. You know how you would open it and stuff like that. And then you realize that none of that information is necessary because it is open, and you can just move it. You can just move it down, and quietly as well, because your master Aris.
Does Aris have long fingers? I imagine he does and can play piano pretty well.
What?
I had never thought about Aris's hands or feet, to
Okay,
be honest.
okay.
I'm gonna
Whereas
quickly open the
Moshe
door.
has
Be right
thought
back.
about feet
Yeah,
quite
Marsha's
a lot.
got
yeah.
a foot thing.
I mean, and actually a phalange fetish. I don't know, like toes, fingers, whatever.
It's a real thing that exists. I imagine Aris always being like a little skinny and a little, but not too much more. He is kind of a lithe person. More, I don't know. I think of him in terms of like his expressions and personality, which is slightly nervous. And probably, I don't think he realizes that he's quite as capable a rogue as he is, and he's usually worried that things are going to go wrong, or sort of, I don't know, he is that. He feels like he's on the back foot when he's not. So, like, even now, I think in the back of his head, he's wondering, like, is this the point where everything goes terribly wrong? Are these people going to be new friends? Or is this... Because the shade thing was a bit weird and spooky. But you know what? If these two people are facing away from the door, I'm a quiet boy.
You are.
I'm just going to quietly open the door and slip into the room and close it behind me in one deft motion, and immediately try and hide somewhere in the room.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Could go horribly wrong,
Fantastic.
This is going to go brilliantly.
Whilst GM Efka is away for a moment to set something up, could Rogan take his turn and do what Rogan wants to do?
Rogan's going to attempt for the third time.
I'm going to disappear from the camera.
Climb onto a low balcony.
The problem is now we can't see the map.
That's fine.
Okay. Well,
that was an 11 GMFK.
That's good.
That's fine. Okay, I had this signal, which means
the
that's
thumbs up.
fine.
An easy dexterity check is 10, so I've squeaked over the line.
You've managed to pull yourself up. So we're all there. We're having our own little party.
I'm up here. It's all right.
I pat you on the head, but in like a non-patronising way.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very condescending, but I'll take it.
Like I'm trying to be friendly. I'm not very good at being friendly. Like Marche is not good at the interactions with the people. But it's not supposed to be patronising. It's just supposed to be like encouraging. I don't think
it would have bothered Rogan. Rogan was probably just like feels a bit winded, even though he's not really done very much. I think like what went down with the shadow creatures, and then seeing all of the decomposed corpses on the floor, it's kind of got to him a little bit because that's all very supernatural, and it's not something that he's confident in at all.
And it's really sad, like seeing those. It was too sad, that bit about the dogs.
It was a little bit traumatic.
Too much. It was.
Look at this fancy nonsense.
Yeah, right. Production value's going through the roof.
It needs to be zoomed in a little bit. You know that, yeah.
Look, we're on a balcony. That room is big.
Nobody can see this yet. You know that.
So
this is going to be a surprise.
When Rogan climbs up, he's going to be looking around, and Aris is no longer there. So Rogan's going to be like, "Where's Gina? Where's Aris?
Wait, where's Aris?
Oh, you were dealing with a mosquito in real life, weren't you?
That's true. Has it gone?
Marsha,
like he's
I
sitting
think
right...
Gina was daydreaming a second there. Where's Aris?
Where's Aris?
I don't know.
Where is Aris? I don't know.
I've climbed on the balcony. Aris is not there.
No, I don't know. I was looking at you coming up the wall.
I was looking through the door.
Suddenly he was gone. Perhaps he jumped off.
If Gina was looking through the door, then that's the door that Aris just went through. So Gina would know.
I didn't know he went through the door. I was dealing with some flies.
Yeah. Well, now you know. So Rogan would be like, Gina, where's Aris gone?
He went inside.
Hello, I'm back.
What's inside?
This. Yay,
2 people.
There we go.
Ready to fight.
Oh, okay. Is he okay?
Well, I'll see for yourself. I'm joining him in the room in a second.
All right.
So, that was Rogan's turn.
That was Rogan's.
As you can see,
It was, yeah. I climbed up on the balcony. Done.
He did.
A very fancy 3D second floor of this building. Isn't that nice? With like a door and everything that articulates with its door hinges moving and stuff like that.
It's just like a real door.
I know.
Whoa.
Thank you very much for WizKids for sending some of their Warlock tiles over. I had a lot of fun building these, and I think they look great. We have Marche. Marche, what do you want to do?
Is it me? So Aris is inside, and they haven't twigged that he's come through the door. Is that
No.
correct?
Actually, Aris, so you would now see through the corridor, and I've just realized this, and that's important. And what you see is effectively a battle raging. There seem to be a total of 7 people
Oh wow!
like battling in a very enclosed space. Some of them,
Is it in this? Is this the corridor here?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Some of them have like the same livery on their like armor as the crest that you've already spotted in the corner of this bedroom. And some of them look more like Shantaran thugs, you know, like with the typical black armor and the snake symbol that's sort of coiled on their shoulder pad or somewhere, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they are properly going at each other, you know, like swords are clashing, you know, one ducks, one weaves, another slashes.
Proper Errol Flynn in it.
Yeah. But like, you know, it's imagine Errol Flynn, but with like blood and wounds and death. And
For those that weren't born in the year 1912, Errol Flynn is an old-timey movie star that's not been in a movie for like 80 years. But just see what did all like musketeer kind of sword fighting and stuff.
Yeah. And, yeah, this is less that and more a bunch of thugs just going at each other and slashing each other to bits.
Okay. All right. No.
So yeah, there's definitely like a battle going on, and you see like this woman that is in this room who's and what seems to be from like the poise, her bodyguard. They are just watching the battle, and you feel like if this battle is not going to go their way, they're just ready, right? They're ready to
jump in,
right? but you feel like they're just watching their line of defense. That's what's happening, right?
Right.
Wow.
Right. Gosh, I don't know what to do because I'm horrible at sneaking in anywhere.
So that's what Aris knows, but we don't know because we're not in that room, right?
No, but we can still hear stuff going on, can't we?
Yeah,
from outside.
you absolutely can. Yeah.
And I'm a little hesitant to just like burst open the door and run in. But I don't think I have a lot of choice, do I? Because how else am I going to get in here? Okay, well, I'm going to for fortitude. I am going to chew a little bit of troll toe hair.
Ugh, really?
It's
that is rank.
It gives you strength when you need it. So it's psychosomatic. Obviously, it's not.
Right.
There's not a mechanism I'm employing.
What you're actually chewing?
Yeah, I have it in a little
on
pouch.
some troll hair.
I'm like, yeah. Let's see what this does.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
What?
I
Oh
mean,
dear God. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, this is a bad start already, isn't it? I got a 14.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens when that digests.
Probably it's just hair.
Well, that was.
That wasn't
But
my
it's not
entire
just
turn.
hair.
No, that was your free action for the turn.
Phew. I was like, oh, no, did I just ruin my turn on
No.
chewing troll hair? Okay. So I feel good. I feel good.
Do you feel
I'm
strong?
not really strong, more like I've got something in my teeth. But yeah, I'm going to try and open this door
Okay.
and also sneak in.
Okay, go for it. Give me a stealth check.
Don't scream.
Don't scream.
Don't
that's-
scream.
Phew, I'm glad you told me that. Otherwise, I might have done. 15.
You sneak in.
Yes!
That's screaming, Elaine.
Good sneaks.
That's the troll toe hair for you. That's what it does. It lets you
I hate-
sneak.
Okay,
hate
so
it.
so for now, this woman and this half-orc are still completely unaware of you two being in this room. They have no idea, but they look nervous. They look twitchy. They look,
There's a lot.
lot ready to strike anyone that comes into the room. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that and say it's Gina's turn.
I'm so sorry. Have I finished my move action? Could I?
Oh,
have
no, you
gone,
could go
I
a
have
little
gone,
further,
Yeah,
yeah,
could I have
yeah.
gone a little bit further over this way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
As long as you're not in their like direct view of the door, you can sneak past.
Cool. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Please, Gina.
No. I mean, it was your turn, so take all your time. Gina wants to sneak in and charm both characters by casting the charm person on the second level.
Interesting.
So I need first to sneak in.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
step one.
Sneaky weaky.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not so
Gina.
sneaky.
Are you sneezing as you walk through the door?
No, I think I'll stumble. What's
No,
my
let-
sneak?
Let
Stealth.
out that little
Six.
fart as you walk in the room. And you're like, what was that?
It's 6.
It's
Stealth.
6. Okay,
Yeah.
please move Gina into the room.
I can't see Gina. I'm gonna have to. Where is she? There.
Yeah.
Okay.
The smaller one.
Yeah. I
Right.
just couldn't
So
see you.
as soon
you
as
are.
you walk through the door, you just hear one of the wooden panels go,
Oh.
and immediately this woman turns to you, and so there's
this is the woman, or
yeah,
this is the woman?
No, what I
This.
mean, yeah, this, yeah, and so there's her bodyguard, and she's startled for a second, and then she composes herself and says, I see Erstil sent more lackeys to finish the job. Well, don't worry about it. I'm ready for you.
Oh gosh.
I will say we're not from Erstil. And I will charm them.
Okay. So, if you want, you can cast Charm, definitely.
Charm person. They must make
person,
a
yeah.
wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not fighting it, so it doesn't get advantage.
Yeah,
on that
you are
throw.
not fighting currently, correct?
If it fails, it is charmed by me until the spell ends or until me or my companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creatures regard you as a friendly acquaintance, and when the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Nice.
And when you cast this spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot level above first. So the second person, the creatures must be within 30 feet of each other, and
Double charm.
they are.
Charm
So-
offensive.
Okay.
And the wisdom save is 13.
13. Okay. If they succeed, are they aware that you've charmed them?
It's not saying it on
If
the
it fails,
card.
it is
Oh, if
charm,
it fails, it's charmed by
Yeah.
me until the spell ends.
but otherwise not. Okay. So, you see this woman, like, raise her rapier, in a sort of guarded stance, and the half-orc is also pointing his weapon at you. They're both like they're sort of taken aback a little bit by the statement that you haven't come here as directed by Erstil, but they are still on guard. They didn't notice you cast Charm Person, but you don't think it necessarily worked.
And I will explain that really fast. We are just trying to take the Stone of Galore to a safe spot that isn't Ursel.
Okay, so now she's sort of really freaked out and confused. Like she gets startled for a second, like that, you know, and then she's like, the Stone of Walor?
Oh gosh.
Galore. Don't you know what it is? That's why probably Ernst's men are here.
Who are you? Why are you in my house?
Oh dear.
We're from the we're with the Greyhounds.
The Greyhands.
Greyhounds. I'm sorry, my writing is terrible. I forget my name.
With the Greyhounds too.
I'm not Gina. I am.
So have you come
Gina.
to rescue me?
Yes, we are here to rescue you.
Boom.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
in a way we are.
Well,
Fair.
Ursel,
If you're not with Ursel, then you are our friend, and we will do whatever we can to make sure you're safe.
Ah.
Urstel's thugs are just through that door, and he has barricaded himself and is trying to kill my husband. If you go through the left door as you go into the corridor, you will find him there.
Is there another way around, or is that the only door?
This is the only way to get into Urstel's room.
Seems like a fire hazard.
Oh,
It does, doesn't it? We should have a talk with them about that.
fly off, please. He's like literally on the
Is the mosquito bag? Okay.
He's literally flying towards my face constantly. I opened the door and he doesn't want to go out. Don't. Please. Okay, yeah, so I talked to her and I think that's all for my term, right?
Brilliant. So I am going to have 9875. Okay, I need to set something up. So why don't we take a little break as it's 9 o'clock? But then
Pause with Paul.
9 o'clock.
yeah, and yeah, why don't you spend a little moment of Paul if you have any questions about the show or just want to tell us anything. Paul will be here with you during the break and we'll be back very, very soon.
You're setting up a map.
Yes.
And I
so
will try to
excited.
get that fly out of here with my pillow.
Yeah, if you are hanging out in the chat right now and doing a full peep, or even a partial peep, throw us questions about the campaign or RPG things in general, and I can attempt to take on the role of all of my friends and answer questions upon their behalf. And so I feel like, I don't know, I could say actually whatever I like now. I could ignore the chat. There could be anything coming up. The first thing that has come up is Paul's partial peeps, which I don't endorse. Also, is Emma there? Switch all your lights off. Does that work with mosquitoes? It does work with, obviously, with moths, which is, I should point out, I don't know. This is some super local news that I guess virtually nobody in the world who isn't in Vancouver will know about. But we have a moth outbreak right now, which is something called the Looper moth, which is nothing to do with the Bruce Willis film. It is a moth that incubates or hibernates or something for something like 10 years. So they have these cycles where they come out every 10 years, and we've just had a Looper moth cycle, and the entire city of Vancouver is infested with these moths, and people are posting stuff all over social media, and it's made like the mainstream news for how many moths there are right now, to the point like we haven't been able to open windows or anything because you don't like get a moth come in. You see like a street light and you see hundreds of moths around it. It's absolutely insane. Someone said the moth apocalypse. Spigot-san, am I saying that rightly? It's actually been called the moth apocalypse or moth. It's been called some like pun variation of that. Bear with a Cape, that's an excellent name. Is this your first 5e campaign? I'm wondering what the answer is there. I want to have everyone else answer that also when they come back. For me, it's definitely not. This is far from my first rodeo. What was it that we did? I did the Curse of Strahd campaign a couple of years back with friends here locally in Vancouver, which was pretty good, and I had a good time doing that. And that had some interesting writing and background in, and I enjoyed some of that stuff. That's also set in the Ravenloft D&D campaign setting, which is kind of gothic and mystery, which I also like a lot because it tends to be a lot of problem solving, a lot of role playing, and when bad things happen, it's often as valuable to run away than it is to actually stand and fight. And I think it's about picking your battles, and I kind of like that. Incorrigible Party. Is that a USA sock on your mic, on your microphone? I used to have a pair of these. I'm trying to think where I got them from. And I like them very much. And a couple of months ago now, one of them went missing, and I think I lost it while I was doing my laundry, and so I have one left. It works remarkably well as a pop guard, or as a budget pop guard. And I like my USA sock. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to have... I feel sad just having one and then throwing one away. So this is now how it lives on. And, adapts. It finds its new life this way. I'm really... Does anyone get sad when you lose a sock? Because I feel like I do. I don't know. When will the moth battle in the campaign be? Says Lasercat006. Are you a 00 agent? Do you work for the British government? I don't think that there will be... Hang on, are we talking about the moth battle? Within the campaign, I don't know. Within Vancouver, literally, if I go out in the evening, it is a moth battle. It is ridiculous. And I feel like I don't know if it's a useful thing for me to do at the end of the session. If I remember, I'm really tempted to just post a link to show how many moths are locally happening. I don't think that there will be a moth battle in the campaign. I think it'll probably be larger things. I'm kind of curious if we will revisit the dragon that we bumped into before, which is a bit of a larger thing than a moth thing, but I can see that scale of battle. I don't think an insect issue would happen. Illusionator 66. Paul, I seem to remember you saying somewhere you liked Paranoia the RPG. Would you consider streaming that? Would I stream it? I've done a little bit of streaming. To be honest, I'm not super crazy at it, or I don't feel that good at it. I enjoy being on other folks' streams. I don't know if I'm brave enough to host one. I do like Paranoia a lot. There's personal bias there because the last edition of Paranoia, I'm one of the writers and designers on it. And that's a thing that I've been doing a lot now over the last couple of years. I've also been working on, I think I can say 3 different RPGs this year, one of which is out now, which is Zephyr, which was kickstarted, and I think the physical copies of that are getting to people. Another one is Magical Kitties Save the Day, which I think has gone to print, but I don't think physical copies have reached people yet. And I don't think I'm breaking any rules if I say I'm working on an expansion for the Feng Shui RPG now, which I think will come out sometime next year. But would I play Paranoia? I might, yes. Would I run it on a stream myself? I don't know if I'm brave enough to do that. Oh my God, I'm getting a really, really rude gestures from Efka and Elaine, and I'm trying to work out what do they I'm glad no one else. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh
yeah, I thought I'd put it on
that
all
was
of
just
us.
for you, Paul. That was just for you.
I thought...
Oh boy.
You know what? I am also now being beset by bugs. There's a horrible fly on my laptop.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's doing that weird thing that flies do, where it's like...
Yeah, rubbing his
Yeah,
head.
they do that, don't they?
So story time. I ran around my room with this lunchbox. I had a paper. I trapped it in the box. I take it to my window.
You can take it for lunch.
I open the paper. He flies back in.
Yep. I
Oh,
believe
he likes
it.
turn the light off. Like do that again, but turn the light off first. And
You
then
should
fly
have sit here
towards
in
the
the
light,
dark. You want me? I can sit here.
I mean, trap him, turn the light off, chuck him out the window, and then put the light back on.
He didn't want to fly out. He just flew right, like he turned around, flew right back in.
He likes you.
Stays with the light. Stays
The
with
problem is I close my door at night because I live with 4 other people.
Sure.
And like I like to be in my room and I don't want him haunting me all night.
He'll probably go to sleep at night.
I don't know.
I don't know.
he's
Bugs
pretty
go to
loud.
sleep. Bugs must sleep at some point, no?
Do they?
I don't
Do
know.
bugs
But I
sleep?
also have my window completely open, no blinds, sitting here
Oh.
in bright light. So there might be mosquitoes as well now.
Cool. Cool.
End of the story time.
I learned something about spiders recently. So you know how spiders have like 8 legs, but also these 2 tiny legs on the front of their face, right? So these 2 tiny legs are called palps, and they are the spider's reproductive organs, and they have 2 of them. So that's one bit of information that I'm going to share. Also, they
what a
use them to
stream.
communicate. They use the palps to
The signal?
signal. Yeah.
I'm glad humans don't.
There you go. So, with that completely non-relevant bit of information, let's get back to our game.
But
Elaine,
interesting.
could you show us the map?
I can indeed. Are we ready for it?
We
Are
are
we
ready
ready
for
for it?
I'm not ready. Can I get?
Whoa!
Okay, I'm ready.
Sorry,
Whoa.
Paul.
So
Can-
some
can
things
you,
have
can you take the map
changed.
away again? It's too much.
So some things have changed. In the very brief interim, what happened? Like a minute of time has passed, but some of the House Garland guards have basically fought off the Jintarim that were
Amazing.
that they were fighting in the corridor. Like it's definitely a bloody battle ensued, and one of them hasn't survived. But 3 of them are still alive,
Oh.
and the other Frisian time are down on the floor. They're dead, and it's like there's blood everywhere. This corridor is just completely drenched
Oh no.
in all the leftovers of battle. Let's say that. They
need
nod
some
at
good
you,
stain removing.
as if like, all right, we're gonna go deal with the Shantarim downstairs. You go deal with Erstil. And just around the corner, as you can sort of see, there are no stairs because I didn't have stairs. But imagine that, like, round the corner from where you are, if you're looking down at the map, there's like stairs leading down. And
So where is that?
just here.
Oh, here.
No, sorry. Like that. There's just there. Just there.
Over here.
Yeah, over there. Yeah,
Yep.
over there.
Okay.
So there's stairs there. So they went downstairs, and you can hear, like, as soon as they went downstairs, you can hear more sounds of battle. Right? Like swords clashing and stuff like that. You've been told where Erstil is, and I've placed his figure behind the door, but the door isn't open yet, right? But
Okay.
as far as you know, like that's where Erstil is. And what do you do? That's the question. You're still in turn order.
Whose turn is it?
So we're back to Rogan because it's the start of a new round.
Yeah.
And Rogan,
Wasn't
you are here.
Aris the highest in initiative?
Sorry.
Wasn't Aris first in initiative?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Aris was first in initiative.
Well,
Sorry,
spotted.
Rogan.
That's
Yes.
fine. No, I
Well,
thought
Aris, you are
I
here.
thought you did something and Aris did something, but I can't.
No,
remember.
yeah, that's true. It's Aris first in initiative.
In that case, first of all, the lady who's just spoken to us, I feel like I want to clarify, like, exactly why are they here and why are they here? How
It's
did
a-
they get in?
Oh, you don't mean her. it's
How
her
did they get
house.
through the door?
Oh, yeah,
Because
sorry,
we had
it's
a
her
lot of
home.
issues.
And
Right,
are you
okay.
responsible for the shades in the garden, or are they with these people?
She looks at you, incredulous. Shades? What shades in the garden? No, these must be Shintarim shades. I've been held captive in my own house for the last 3 days.
That's pretty
What?
long.
Okay. This is unexpected. Hi, by the way, I'm Aris. Sorry, did I get your name? What's your name?
My name is Lady Yala Garland.
Oh, we have to befriend her. Sorry.
It's her house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she said like this is my home.
But then it's like more Bash Manor, like the house is named after her.
Yeah.
Which would make sense, of course.
Or her husband, we don't know.
If you are here with the great hands, then please, I implore you, you must help me. This foul thing has kept me captive, and in a moment of lapse of judgment, we managed to escape from their captivity and try and overtake our house back. We've been fighting them for the better part of the hour.
Oh.
Most of my servants are dead. This is a disaster. Please, you need to help and rescue me. Erstel is just in that room. Deal with him.
Okay. This is exciting.
Take
This
out
is,
my rapier.
like, as a player, I'm fascinated as to how this has happened, but more like this is too exciting for Aris to not immediately want to draw his short sword and rush into the corridor where the fighting is happening and hopefully get a flank sneak attack or something. This is exciting. If somebody explicitly says to him, I need help, and like there is a classic dilemma. Dilemma, is that the word? I don't know, a thing. A thing. A thing.
Isn't
It's
the
a
corridor
classic
empty?
thing. Yeah, it's a
Isn't the
classic
corridor
thing.
empty
So,
because
yeah,
everyone's
so
dead
you-
or went downstairs?
Yeah, everyone's dead or went downstairs to fight more Shintarim, it seems, or whatever. You don't know. You've not seen what's downstairs. You
You
have
get a
no
sneak
idea.
attack on a door.
I mean,
I can do that for one.
She also said before we took a break. She also said that Ursula is trying to kill her husband. So that is also
Yes.
the situation.
That's true, she did. I feel like at this point, Aris would be somewhat overcome with excitement and rush in that direction. Am I correct that the lady herself and her bodyguard look okay? They don't look like they're not like mortally wounded or anything.
No, they look completely fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, I feel like he would start dashing towards where those stairs are.
The stairs.
Well, certainly out the bedroom and round to where she'd indicated.
Oh right, okay. So yeah, so that's your figure, and this is the door that we're talking about. Are you gonna go through the
You're
door?
going to go through this door?
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay, fantastic. So the door swings wide open, and you run in to see a man dressed all in black, sort of vaguely matching the descriptions of Erstel that you've heard from when you were talking to the dead gnome and whatnot. And
That's a normal phrase.
yeah, sure, right? You realize that this room is like a sort of a bed chamber. It's wood. It's got like wood paneling. There's a bird cage on a table.
Oh.
But instead of like birds, there's free flying snakes.
No flying stuff.
And
Uh-huh.
yeah, this is this is a fairly strange room.
Just think of
Yeah.
a mosquito as a tiny parrot, Emma.
Yeah, and
I'm fine.
and you see a man who's desperately clawing at a door.
Oh.
Desperately.
Yeah, this man.
Oh,
yeah,
claw.
yeah. He's got a short sword out. He's also got a crossbow slung behind his back, and he hears you come in, and he turns to you, but not quick enough. So you sort of snuck up on him because he wasn't paying attention. So you do have an attack of opportunity. You also have advantage.
And this
that
fellow is
Ursula?
dressed all in black.
Yeah, and as you give him a brief glance, you see like the logo of the Jintarim there.
Oh,
you know,
this
the
isn't
snake.
her husband.
No, this isn't her
Oh.
husband. No, yeah. This
Oh,
is,
gosh. I would have got that so wrong if that had been me going in that room.
Room with well, so we'll deal with the birdcage later, but yes, if I think this person is surprised and is about to make an aggressive move towards me, stab.
Okay, fantastic.
stabby.
Give me an attack roll.
Watch this. This is going to
With
be really good.
advantage. 2d20s.
Ooh.
With advantage. Okay, let's see if I can beat that. So, 10 is the best that I can do.
Okay. You are...
I'm excited.
You're excited. You're nervous. You're giddy. There's flying snakes. And you keep thinking, I should stab this man. But there's flying snakes. And I'm really curious about these flying snakes. Flying snakes, Flying snakes. Oh, I'm stabbing someone. I didn't stab them.
To be clear, they're in the cage, right? They're not.
Yeah, they're in the cage. They're sort of
Thank heavens.
fluttering about and like causing a ruckus, but they're fairly contained in a cage.
Good. That's not weird. That's normal.
That is normal.
Let them out.
Brogan, it's your turn.
So I'm just outside the door, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
You are here.
Well, I guess the door's open now, so I'm gonna head on in the room and see what's going on. Flying snakes in a cage.
Flying snakes in a cage.
Flying snakes in a cage.
Is she not also in that room?
Sorry?
Or where I cannot see
You're
Gina.
in the
Oh, that's
corridor.
Gina
below
is
You're in the
here.
corridor still.
She's very small.
Yeah, she's...
She
Everyone
is.
was out. Everyone was outside the room, but now
Yeah.
Iris has moved in the room, and
No, I could only see her tiny head, so now I can see where she is.
I want to be. I want to like shout to Lady Yala. Are those flying snakes friendly flying snakes, or should I leave them in the cage?
They're not my snakes. I don't know anything about a snakes.
These are just conversations you would never have in any other context.
All right. So Rogan's going to take that as probably leave them in the cage.
Yeah.
Strangers flying snakes they bring around your house when they're invading it. It's normally not ideal.
No, it's not.
Home invasion with flying snakes is not. It's not a scenario that anyone wants to get themselves into.
I mean, to be fair, most scenarios with flying snakes added become worse.
I would agree with that. Anyway,
I don't think
Rogan,
you can get home insurance against flying snakes that someone's willingly brought into your house.
sure.
Exactly.
Rogan's going to attack.
So,
Not the snakes, the
The
individual
guy, yeah?
Urstel.
or so you think. Go on.
Also, yeah, whoever it is, person in black.
Give me an
All
attack
right.
roll.
I'm pulling my sleeves up for this roll.
Do it.
I'm in business.
You got this.
All right. Rogan has got 22.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, Rogan,
Slashy.
just before you slash, like you run up to this person
Yeah.
and he looks like quite grim. He's got a really, I don't want to use the word seedy, but it is like a seedy look. He's got a face of someone who's seen things and, doesn't have a lot of patience for people. He's got like a sort of a top knot,
God, top knot.
I know,
Guy's going down.
But look,
Like
there
a
are a lot
man
of people.
bun?
Sorry.
Is that like a man bun?
Yeah, like a man
Right,
bun,
okay.
right? But a lot of people can't pull off a top knot because maybe they're like a little.
Has he got
too
boat
hip.
shoes and no socks on? There he
No,
has.
no. So that's the wrong image you're getting because, right? So a lot of people who wear a top knot can't pull it off because they look exactly how you described, right? This man, he's about 50 years old. His face is quite worn, So he looks like a man who can wear his hair however he likes because
Good grief.
you're not going to tell him otherwise, right? He's got not so much worry lines on his face, but more like cynicism lines on his face, and he looks quite grim, and his armor's all black. And when he turns to you, he's caught off guard, right? But his face is steel, right?
Oh yeah.
He is totally ready for it. But another thing happens. You hear a voice inside your head.
It's Max. It's my mate.
And the voice says,
Yo, buddy!
"You can do this, Rogan. You can totally do this."
Yeah.
This is what Rogan's needed the whole adventure so far. It's just a little bit of affirmation from a battle axe.
So right now you can make the same attack as you normally would, but you have a +3 bonus to damage rolls.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You're damn right I do. All right, Rogan's gonna go. Thank you, battle axe. and then make an attack roll. And so that with additional oomph is going to be 13. So Rogan's basically barged through the door. This top knot man's turned around. Rogan's had a chat with his axe, and now he's swinging it.
Okay, So you still have action surge if you want it. Oh no, wait, we haven't had a rest at all.
We have
no,
not
you don't.
had a rest.
No,
I do
you
not.
don't. You do not have action surge.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, wait a minute. 1 second. Sorry. I always forget that I have a special thing that if I'm dueling one-on-one, I get another +2. So it's 15 damage.
Wow.
15 damage. It was a really good.
heavens.
It was a really good
damage.
It's a really good pep talk
Wow.
from that axe. That axe.
Wow.
That axe said all the right things.
Good
Marche,
job.
your companions have stormed the room. They
have.
ran in.
They have.
They brandished weapons.
They did.
They attacked a man.
They did.
What are you going to do?
I would like to also enter the room, please.
Oh, I was going to say could have cut off his top knot, but it's too late now. Carry on.
It's
You're
very
fancy.
specific.
Targeted with this top knot will having my hair.
I'll do
in
that
a-
next time.
Please, may I target the cage of Snack
Okay.
with my firebolt?
What?
What?
You're going to murder a cage of snakes?
Did we not say that they were bad?
I mean, they're,
Probably.
They didn't say they were good either. Maybe
They're
they're
in
neutral.
she said they're not my snakes.
Yeah, but
That's
they
all
are
she
in a
says.
cage so far, so they're fairly contained.
I know, but I can set the cage on fire. That was my
alright.
plan.
Maybe is the
You
cage
do-
from wood then.
You do you. You do
No,
you.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be wooden. I can just.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, I guess unless it's really non-flammable, whatever the cage is made of.
All right, the cage is made out of steel.
I'm sure the snakes will burn.
It's a steel cage. There's no wooden
But don't
cages.
don't they have like I don't know, millet or something in there for them to eat?
I mean,
Or what do you call that stuff? Sandpaper on the floor.
Got sawdust on the bottom.
Sawdust, yeah.
I am gonna say that there is no sawdust in particular in this cage of flying
Gee.
snakes.
Gee,
But
what-
if you wanna hurl
kind
a
of
potion
conditions?
of fire at these snakes,
No,
be
it's
my guest.
It's fine. I'll hurl a potion of fire at Urstel or this Urstel imposter. I don't like how these snakes are being kept with no sand or sawdust or
Like it's
or
so
millet.
little, you're gonna set them on fire. That's
I'm
how
not.
little you like their
Okay.
conditions.
I'm going to set Urstel on fire. No, well, I can't set him on fire, but I can throw a scary potion at him. Sorry, let me just. So it's. I can't do maths. 14.
14 versus armor class.
Correct.
So he just ducks like that.
Oh, sure he does. I knew I should have set the snakes on fire.
Flies past him, lands into the door.
Fizzles. Oh, well, actually, it sets the door on fire then.
It does set the door on fire,
Ooh.
but and you can sort of hear a scream from behind the door. Go ah!
Okay.
Okay,
Hopefully that's our
I am
friend that we're going to
nonplussed.
make.
that's now going to be Urstel's turn.
Ooh.
He looks injured. He doesn't look like fully, composed for battle. I want to say there is a sense about him that he's like I said, a man who's seen things and done things, but he's also like hobbling a little bit. But he turns to you and says, "You. I should have expected to see the lot of you here. That's all right. I'll finish this job myself." And he
Who is
leaves.
who is he referencing that to?
He's talking directly to you.
That's
All of
great
us, I
because
guess.
All of
Rogan's like, you know the family name. Should have known.
Any recognition is
My
great
fame.
by Rogan.
My fame is widely known.
So he's going to make 2 attacks. He's gonna stab his short sword, or try to stab his short sword into Rogan and also into Aris.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
They're
don't
both there.
Well, I
they
don't
are
like
both
that.
there. Rogan, this is a 15 versus armor class.
I'm golden. I got a talking axe. That's the axe just goes in my
Golden.
ear. Dodge to the left, and I just go just move out of the way from whatever his little stab is.
Aris, this is 20 versus armor class.
Look, mister, look. Actually, no,
He's
I've
seen
checked
things
my
as
character
well.
sheet. I've checked my character sheet, and that's a miss. It says armor class 100.
400.
So you duck and weave as he stabs you, but there's a little graze across your shoulder, right?
Oof.
And you turn to it, and you look to see like
Is it full of snakes?
your blood gushing out,
no.
right?
Oh no!
But there's also this sort of like greenish residue, like
No.
like a substance of some sort that's viscous and gooey, and
yeah.
No.
You.
Oh,
your
yuck.
wound, as small as it may be, feels like it burns, and there's an unpleasant sensation. Please take 5 points of damage, and then also 9 points of poison damage.
Whoa.
That's more. That's a larger number.
Actually, sorry, that's a mistake. Could you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Whoa, even worse.
I mean, do I have to?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I ask because I don't get a con bonus.
Just roll high then.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Well, look, there's a 20. The 20 is just to the side of the number I rolled.
So the number you rolled is 2?
8 or 14.
Yes, the number I rolled is 2,
Wow.
which I mean, it's quite good.
So yeah, it is 9 points of poison
Better
damage.
than 1.
Oh well.
Efka, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
How is your health, Paul?
Well, if
you got a potion. You got a potion. don't forget.
Generally, I would say
That's
bad.
true.
If we're talking from a statistical point of view, I'd say like my health is like about 4 out of 18. If someone was to say to me, "How do you feel today?" I'd be like, "I feel like a 4 out of an 18,
it's very
or maybe a 2
specific.
out of a 9,"
Well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
which is bad. Aris keeps having this thing where as soon as there is a fight and something happens to him, he's in a terrible condition.
You're
Um,
squishy.
Yes,
He's a sneak.
I'm
He's
squishy.
not- He's good at sneaking.
You run in, you stab, you run out. That's what
Talking
Heroes do.
talking of stress, it's Gina's turn. What is she going to do?
I will run in and I will stab the guy.
Okay.
she'll save us.
Fair.
She's got this. She'll.
Yeah.
Fair.
yeah.
We'll see what happens, but I'm
Okay,
not
you
just
just
going
make
to
sure
waste
that
any
Gina
time.
runs
Oh, I'm so
Thunder
sorry.
wave,
I
that's
was
the guy.
looking at my character sheet. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Trying to
Go
think of
for
something
it.
clever
Yeah.
to do.
Hopefully, we don't get thunder wave some snakes out of a cage. That would
Fantastic.
be scary.
Go on, make a stab, Gina.
Oh, that's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay, so this man is surrounded by the lot of you, but even in his surroundness, he valiantly like ducks, parries, puts up a sword. You know, like he seems to know all the moves that you wish
Errol
you
Flynn's
had.
it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and
He's
and,
the real Errol
and
Flynn.
he does know because Errol Flynn looks like dashing when he's doing it, right? This guy
It's
doesn't
been
look
a few
anything.
years.
He's doing it almost like by rote, you know. He knows this. He's not cool about it. He's not like, you know, dashing about it. He's just like competent about it, right? That's what he is.
Means business.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
business.
crumbs.
Next is Rogan Morbash. Will he Morbash?
Can I still do my bonus action?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I want to give Harris a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right. Well, Rogan's still riding high off that little, whisper of affirmation from the battle axe. So he's gonna have another go. Obviously, he's seen what's happened. He sees that Aris has been injured, and it's serious. So he thinks, I gotta put this guy down. All right, so he's gonna do another attack roll, and that is 19.
Ooh,
Hey, wow.
yeah.
I mean, whilst you're... Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot. So when you're making attack rolls right now,
Yes,
for this
right now.
special moment, you also
Yes.
add a +3. So not just to damage, but to attack rolls.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, 22.
Fantastic. So that's
fancy bit of gear.
that is easily a hit, and I guess he is dealing with 3 other people. Like there's potions being flung at him. 2 people are attacking him with swords. So everyone's sort of conspiring to give you this perfect opportunity to just smash with your axe.
Yeah.
And it lands. Give me a damage roll.
I will. I'm swinging in like from a boat, like over straight. Gonna go straight through that top knot into his head. That's what I'm going for. So that is a 6, and add 5 to it, which is 11, and then it's dueling. So I get more stuff. What was it? Features. So I get another. Oh yeah, so it's. Do I add 3 because of the special magical axe moments?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do.
So 11, 14, 16 this time.
Wow. So you're really just hammering into this guy.
I'm trying. This is like the first time
doing
Rogan's
good.
really managed to like get it together, and I think it's just the axe talking for him,
You're just pretty much.
Finally, his ego is boosted enough.
right?
Yeah. He's Rogan's just beating this guy down. Like you can see sort of him trying to parry and everything, but like every swing of the axe is going lower and lower, right? So you are definitely contributing to taking Erstel.
Did you
Down.
get him in the back? Where did you hit
top knot?
him
The
in the
top
top
knot.
knot?
I was swinging at his top knot.
Nice. Did you cut it off?
So I guess that's up to the GM. What happened when I swung on his top knot?
Okay, so I guess I'd argue that maybe you did manage to get some of the top knot off because he is not. He's clearly not the sort of person that's gonna, sacrifice his prowess or like his stance to save his hair or whatever. He doesn't care.
Sure, yeah.
Right. That doesn't faze him, but
probably I guess I would swing. I would be swinging the axe, and it would go over, and it would glance over the top of his head, and then sink into his shoulder, kind of style. Like that would be how it would go. So I would have taken off some of his hair, disrespected the man.
Nice.
Touch the hair, he will kill you.
Did I skip? I skipped Aris again. I'm so sorry. I got
yeah.
Aris's and Rogan's initiative confused. Yeah, Aris, it's your
true.
turn. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I don't think it makes a huge difference here. And also it would reflect Aris probably staggering backwards with injury.
I mean, you would if you tried to stagger backwards, you would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, well, this said, I'm trying to remember, I might be able to disengage from
Yes,
a
you
battle as a roguey person.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Emma. Yeah.
Good stuff.
You're going to drink a potion of healing?
I don't know if I'll drink a potion of healing, but I want to get out the range of this guy right now. And
That seems
I
like
feel
a
like
sensible plan.
it feels like a good way to remain conscious. But there doesn't seem to be anyone else that we're fighting at the moment except him, right?
At the moment, no. Just him.
Everyone's downstairs.
Yeah, if I can move to the back of the group, and I don't know if a short bow is a great idea in an enclosed space like this, but I could still try and hurl a dagger at this fellow, couldn't I?
You could, yeah.
That's a thing I can do. I have a talent for this.
Nice.
So that can just come straight out of my boot and be aimed towards probably not his top knot, probably, I don't know, one of his pectorals.
Go for it. You don't have advantage this time, but you do still have sneak attack because Rogan's next to him. So
20, non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20 is
Very
enough to
good.
sink a dagger into him. So you get you get dagger damage and an extra d6.
Well, in that case, this could be fairly good. Got to find
Brilliant.
a D4. I haven't used a D4 in a while.
Bag of dice.
Just give you some nice dice ASMR. Yeah. Emma is thinking of everything before I'm thinking of it today. There's some kind of synchronicity. Yeah.
Whenever you need a d4, it's
My
never there.
brain is in Vancouver most of the time, so maybe that's the reason.
There you go. It's a time zone thing.
Yeah.
That is 3 plus 2 plus 3 is 8.
8. Hey, as the dagger in Urstel's side. Like there's literally a dagger
Nice.
in his side. It's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a dagger. Marche, what are you gonna do?
I would like to try and sort Aris out a bit because Aris is looking pained.
Yeah,
Aris's face is looking pained,
yeah.
and I would like
Yes.
to try and do something nice, which I don't do very often. And
You healed me as well, so
that's true.
yeah.
Fine.
then I
Marshall
damaged
seems
you.
fairly nice.
I mean, you're still
Sure.
fairly injured
Sure.
yourself. So.
I know, but I can't cure my own wounds. I can't. Okay, so come on. Right, you take 4 healing. Sorry, Aris.
I'll happily take that. Thank you.
But it was a D. I rolled a 1 on a D8. I'm so sorry.
That's better than nothing. I will
But
happily take that. Thank
I
you.
come up to you and I go to like put my hand on you, but I sort of trip, like I stumble because I've got so many like clanky potions and things.
Right, but the
around
potion
me.
you had in your hand
The
just
potion
like
I
slips.
Yeah, and it slips, and like some of it splatters on you. And
Most of
you
it's on the
but
floor.
most of it's on the floor, unfortunately. Yeah,
It probably takes the edge off the pain, which
Good.
I imagine
good.
helps.
That's the point.
So that was Marche. It's back to Erstel. So since Marche walked off and is next to Aris, the 2 people immediately in front of Erstel are Rogan and Gina. He's going to attack them.
Don't kill
first,
Gina.
Rogan. That is, I mean, you've got this guy, pinned down. You're hammering down with an axe. He's trying to parry. He's trying to take an opportunity to stab you with a short sword, but I think that's going to miss because that's only 13 versus armor class. That's not going to do it.
Oh, I'm going to parry it away with my shield.
Then there's Gina, and he, as you parry it away, as you parry the blow away, it sort of slips, and he tries to take the opportunity to swipe at Gina at the same time with a short sword. That's going to be 15 versus armor class.
That hits.
Gina, please take 4 damage, and as he just about grazes your leg, he like, because the blow from the shield, the sword like went down, and it sort of scraped at your leg. Same situation as Aris. There's a little wound. It's coated in something. The sword, clearly. So, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
That's 11.
Okay. Gina, you take. That is 9 points of poison damage.
Ooh, woof.
Yeah.
Everyone just
and it's
fell
now your
silent.
turn.
I
I feel like it was a little moment of tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
right.
I'm still
Oh,
alive
gosh.
barely, but
Oh,
I
gosh.
will look at him really grumpy and say, "I have had the worst day. Can you please die already? And
Can you not?
can you just
Disrespect his deck shoes.
seriously like no?" And I will stab him with my rapier again.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a hit because that's an 18 plus 4 is 22.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Gina's angry.
Good
Gina
job.
is angry.
Good job.
Gina, can you roll some damage for me?
That's 8 damage.
8.
That's
Wow.
good.
Okay. Yeah. You're just like,
That's good.
you're stabbing him. You're pretty much just stabbing him, right? You found a spot and you keep stabbing that spot.
That's brutal.
Urstel is on his last, like, he's on a knee now, right?
Okay.
But you can see like just this seething anger in his face, right?
Right.
He,
He
is-
doesn't
He's
look
at my
like he's
level
given up.
now.
well,
He's on his knee.
right? Yeah, but
Then I want to do like one of the stabs in his eye. Real nasty. Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure, why not? Leave a scar on there.
I mean, it will give him Like, I
Yeah.
want to aim for stuff that will give him disadvantage. Like, not seeing properly or not being able to stand properly. Because I am small, I need to target my attacks properly.
I'll give you that.
And I've learned to fight very...
I'll give you that.
As a
nasty
pirate.
Yeah.
That's really
So,
nasty.
I
Stabbing
mean-
someone's eye out is about as nasty as you get.
Well, okay, and in that case, he goes, ah, it's not like it's just a frustrated scream, and he's clearly by now like one of his eyes is gone, right? Like that, just outright gone, right? But it's not like it even fazed him. Like this guy is wrecked, but he has no intention of giving up. He has
He's
no
seen
intention
things.
of going down.
Not for much longer. but
Not
he's
for much
seen
longer,
things.
because it's Aris's turn.
Go on, Aris.
I don't have an infinite supply of boot daggers.
No, but do you still?
I
Bardic
recollect them from the corpse.
Gina, Bardic Inspiration still lost because he hasn't used it, right?
It lasts for 10 minutes. The creature can add
yeah.
it to one ability check.
That's a very good point, and this could be exactly the perfect moment to do that if I can sneak in for a flank attack.
You
You can't see out of one eye, so
Yeah, yeah.
It's ability
yeah,
check, attack roll, or saving throw. So one of those.
Yeah, you know what? He is missing an eye, so I will give you that. Maybe it is the corner where he can't quite see you. So yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
You know, that's
Very well, thank you.
everything's in your hands now.
Okay, that's good because that was a 1.
Oh,
That is a 12. That's 17.
17.
nice.
Do you want
That's
to
the
do you want to use Bardic Inspiration? Or
I
Save
will
it,
if that's
save it, save it. I think it will hit 17.
yeah.
I think it'll hit. Yeah. Save it.
And
for the-
otherwise, blame me.
Ah, no, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
no. I'm going to use it to make sure I hit him.
Yeah, use it, use it.
Okay, so
21. That's got to hit him.
so that is a hit, and you have sneak attack. You have a D4 and a D6.
This would be with my short sword again, as my dagger is now just a permanent part of his anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you pull the dagger out and stab it back in again?
Eventually, right? You can get it when he dies or whatever.
Which might happen soon. It's very hard to pull a dagger out of a moving person.
Yeah.
I can tell you that as a rogue.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you ran up to him with a short sword, right? Yeah. Okay. So you basically you lunge at this guy. Like you see this movement. This I don't want to call it a dance, but it's a fight, and you know how your companions move by now. You know like how they swing. You know how they duck, and you've sort of been observing this man, and you spot this like opportunity, right? And you think to yourself, it's now or never. And you just run up and lunge through this gap. And when you land, you realize that your short sword is in Erstel's chest, like all the way in. And you look at the short sword. He looks at the short sword. He looks at you. And he falls down.
Ah. Ah.
Thanks for the
Immediately,
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, no problem.
immediately when this happens, Yala runs into the room and she's yelling, Orond, you can come out now, it's safe. These brave adventurers have
Thought it
come
was her
to
husband we
rescue
just
us.
murdered.
So scared now. We accidentally killed her husband.
You can come out of your room. You can stop hiding. You can come out of that bathroom. So you see the door that Ursel was scratching at, right? Open up. And quite a portly man dressed in very fine garb with...
Should I get a person?
no, you don't need
Oh,
to.
okay. Okay.
With like dark hair and a really sort of worn look and like a scared face emerge, and he's sort of peeking through the door going, are they gone? Is it safe now? Oh, my dearest wife, I love you so much.
Phew, we didn't kill the wrong guy.
Thankfully, these heathens, these scoundrels have been dispatched. What are your
I think they're
names,
still
brave
downstairs.
adventurers?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. This
That's
you
us.
can still hear like sword clashes and stuff like that. You know, what are your names so that I know whom to thank? Behind
Gina.
him, you notice a bathroom, a fairly large bathroom, with
Bigger than the bedroom.
with like a strange purple glowing like runic inscription on the floor, like a big
Oh.
circle.
Interesting.
Like there's all kinds of like runes and arcane things, you know, and it's sort of glowing. And you notice that this man's been like clearly barricaded in here because there's like a wooden 2x4 beam, right, that's just now lying on the floor. You presume was on the door, right? And this, you know, he looks sort of terrified and scared but relieved at the same time. The wife and husband run up to each other and embrace.
Ah.
And one of them says, "Oh, I thought I would never see you again. I thought this was the last moment of my life when I saw you. Oh, dear husband, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. We love each other so much." They embrace and kiss. It's farcical.
It sounds it. It sounds like a pantomime.
And
Oh, gone.
Is this a play?
Yeah,
and they
Are we in a
continue.
play?
their embrace is sort of turning a little weird and uncomfortable.
I'll pull
The
a
tongues
dagger
are-
out of a dead person.
The tongues are touching the part of the faces that they shouldn't normally touch in that kind of
Okay.
embrace.
What?
You know, like it's just a really weird kiss. It's
Is this
just a-
turning into an erotic thriller? What's
Oh
going
God,
on?
snakes.
oh,
like a snake.
There are snakes. Yeah, there are snakes.
All right, Rogan's going to be like, I'm really sorry. It's a touching moment, but there was
No, like a
also
snake
another
sound.
reason. It's a literally touching moment. There's another reason why we came here, and it was because of the Stone of Galore.
They sort of stop mid lick, both
God.
turn their eyes to you, and go at the same time, like in unison. The Stone of what are?
I already told her.
Yeah, but this is clearly something they don't know,
Sure.
or they're not briefed on, so to speak.
Why were these people
Can I-
holding you captive?
Do an
Yeah.
insight.
Oh yeah, an insight check could be good. Yeah,
You can absolutely.
I think Rogan will be. I've asked that question, and Gene is doing an insight check at the same time, looking at him.
That's an unnatural 20.
Okay, Gina, this is farcical and preposterous, and I'm not going to tell you much more than that. I'm just going to let you know that your character understands that this is farcical and preposterous.
Ah,
They know more.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying your character fully understands that what is happening right now
It's
seems
nonsense.
fairly ludicrous.
I want to cast Zone of Truth.
Go for it.
I mean, I've got the spell. I won't better use it.
Yeah, it's a good
right?
idea.
Yeah. If you've got it, flaunt it, as they say. And spells are definitely a way of flaunting it.
Okay. So I create a magical zone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is the right spell. Yeah, within a 50-foot radius sphere centered on a point of my choice. So I want to make sure
So
all of us are
going
in
to
there.
tell the truth. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
All
sorry.
in the zone of truth.
All of
Agreed.
us, like all of us for sure, because I want to make use of this spell. Because Gina wants to take advantage of that.
Classic
Until
Gina.
the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. So you can try to also... you are aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it normally would respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Hey, so Gina, so this spell has a somatic component, which means you have to evoke it via voice, right? I want to ask you how you do that. How can you describe how you're casting this spell?
No time for lies. Tell me more about the stone.
So you're literally using the power of your voice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a charisma saving throw for both of them. You're gonna
All
have
the
to,
others need to do as well.
I've already done it. I got 11.
You'll have to
guess
give me
I
just a
could.
brief second.
12.
13.
Oh.
So I think 13 is pass.
Eris passed, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 13 is a pass, right?
Yeah. The wisdom of the charisma save is 13.
Something happens now, and I am going to narrate what happens. So if you just bear with me, a cascade of events starts happening.
May I just ask? I'm so sorry. At the same time that all this was, I didn't want to butt into anyone's what they were doing, but directly after we killed him, Marche's going to flit around the room, seeing what Marche can collect for vials.
Okay.
As she's walking in through the door. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you.
So first, the husband speaks, right? And he almost has this vomit of words where they just seem to come out at the same time in a nervous, panicky, jittery sort of way. And he says, look, I don't know anything what happened to the Stone of Galore. I know it's some sort of an ancient artifact, but Vault of Dragons, something like that. I don't know. This isn't my doing. Yala's in charge of everything. She made the deal with the Gens. Shut up now, shut up. This is Yala speaking. You idiot, you gave everything away. And right at this moment, through the stairs runs up an entire battalion of the City Watch.
If they are also going to enter the zone of truth, oh my god.
Oh no.
Gonna open up a blackmail business after this.
Find out what happens next week.
I love making the cliffhangers.
Okay.
Everyone, thank you so very much for watching.
Thank you.
Dungeons and
The fly
Dragons
is
campaign.
still here.
This marks the end of Chapter 3. From next week onwards,
Wow.
we're going to be going into Chapter 4, which is the very last chapter of this campaign, as things ramp up and certainly start getting heated. Currently, we're sitting.
Start getting heated.
Start getting heated. You ain't seen nothing yet, as the birds once said. Not those birds. Folks, if you've been watching live on Twitch, you can tune in back next week, 8 p.m. UK time. If you're watching on YouTube, the next episode will, as always, go out on Monday. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.